A tiny proportion of people in our societies have no concept of the abstract, where art, music, compassion, love, the laughter of children, or simply being with others makes us happy for no apparent reason. These people only understand logic, ambition, self-preservation and control, and they devise and construct symbols and rituals to reinforce that view and increase their control. They control their children, associates, and ultimately, society. In the post-war years, the term psychopath became synonymous with crazed serial killers. But we've since learned that as many as 1 in 100 people have this condition and comprise many executive roles within today's societies. If we had a class full of children with one adult, it isn't much of a stretch to see who would lead that group. In the same way, we naively believe these organisers of our societies have our best interest at heart, and many of us follow them blindly. In order to indoctrinate and manipulate us, they construct the institutions responsible for its control, in particular education. Within their elite institutions, they covertly recruit potential pawns into their grand game using secret societies, where members are indoctrinated and controlled into collusion using their symbols and rituals. This practice is also reinforced outside of the scholastic system with other secret societies. One of the greatest threats to their dominance has always been that there are so many of us to control. But they have a sense of superiority where they take our compassion and empathy as a weakness to be exploited. They're our abusers in every sense of the word, and like any abuser, they take a twisted pleasure taunting us in our suffering and compliance. Over the years, they've given us their intentions hidden in plain sight, so that their PR campaigns trick us into thinking that it's all for our own good. In 1980, a well-funded modern-day Stonehenge was erected in a field in Georgia where they literally laid out their intentions for us in stone. Their creations of the UN and World Economic Forum have since hosted documents such as Agenda 21, where the abolition of cash and population control are sold to us in large, complex tracts as an agreement for our global benefit. There are no boundaries on the depths to which they'll sink in order to maintain and increase that control. And while those in the lower part of the pyramid can be controlled with greed and corruption, the nearer the top of the pyramid their puppets are, the more determined they are to ensure their compliance, with blackmail. So what could they threaten them with in order to ensure that compliance? What disgust and hold could they have over them that the rest of us would find unforgivable? If you consider that almost everyone in a position of influence is in the grip of these monsters, then just imagine how sick the individuals who design and control our world are. How many of us believed that fluoride was added to water to build strong teeth and bones? That carcinogenic elements in the food supply were accidental, that the earth was warming, so we needed to seed the atmosphere with aluminium dust to reflect the sunlight back into space. The same dust that destroys crops and fills all organic life with cancerous poisons. So how does this all come together in the world that we've come to know as normal?